Dana K. White of aslobcomesclean.com and author of Decluttering at the Speed of Life. And I'm just letting you know that we're going to be talking about fun holiday things in this video. But if you are the mom or dad, you might want to watch it first by yourself before you decide if you want to watch this as a family, because I know a lot of you watch things as a family. All right, so we're talking about stocking stuffers today. I hope you had time to pause that if you needed to. Anyway, we are talking about stocking stuffers. When people ask me, which they ask a lot, how do I stop bringing clutter into my home? How do I change my shopping habits? My answer is to declutter. Get rid of stuff, go through that pain, and it's gonna change how you see the stuff coming into your house. You will be able to identify it as future clutter. Stocking stuffers are an example of that happening to me very early on in my decluttering process. I had been working in my house, getting rid of so much stuff. I was seeing so much improvement. I was seeing the value of decluttering. And then it came time for me to buy stocking stuffers, and I went, oh, I have decluttered a lot of things that were once stocking stuffers that were like still in the package or broken or whatever at the point when I decluttered them, okay? So this is a great example of that. I'm gonna give you ideas for non-clutter stocking stuffers. Let me just say, before I do that, two things. First of all, every family is different. So your family may have very specific expectations and traditions around stocking stuffers. Take that into account, okay? You don't wanna like have everybody have a terrible Christmas and then blame me. I often say blame me for things, but don't blame me for that, okay? But the other thing to consider is that I may say something that you're like, oh, that would be clutter for my people that I am, stuffing their stockings. Take that into consideration. You know your family. And so know that your expertise is the one that really matters. And the way that you gain that expertise is through decluttering. But anyway, so here's some great ideas. I had written a blog post back in the early days of my deslobification process saying, oh my goodness, I am dreading getting stocking stuffers. How am I gonna do this? And people gave me a lot of great ideas. And so I took a lot of those ideas, and some of them I have used pretty much every single year. And it's made it a lot more fun for me to stuff stockings when I know that things are not just gonna automatically turn into clutter, okay? So here's some of the great ideas that I was given. This one, I'm just gonna start out with my very favorite one, that there's an expectation now from my family that they're gonna get it. And that is Pringles. Y'all, what a great idea. Why? Everybody is excited to have their own thing of Pringles. To me, that's one of the things for stocking stuffers. It's like, yes, we have family snacks and things like that, but the stocking stuffer, it comes in my stocking, it's mine. And just that alone makes this ordinary thing more exciting. And it takes up a really good chunk of space. So something exciting that takes up a good chunk of space, great, right? I also always buy each person's favorite candy in some sort of a tiny, I'm not gonna buy them a huge bag, but I am gonna buy them a little bit bigger than just a normal size. So they're excited about that. Other great ideas, body wash, batteries, a journal, pens, whatever, according to the person, if this is something they'd get excited about. Hair stuff, okay? Here's my overall philosophy on stocking stuffers. I like to give things that I would buy anyway, but maybe level up just a little bit, okay? So maybe instead of just normal pens, I get a little bit nicer pens for the person who likes pens. Yes, I am all about putting socks and underwear in there, but I'm gonna get a little bit nicer socks that kids are excited about. I don't know, are kids as excited about socks as they were 5 or 6 years ago? Like there was a time where I realized, wait a minute, you mean some people are paying like $20, $40 a pair for socks? I still never did that. But I did level up the socks a little bit to put in there so that it was something they were excited about. So taking something that I was gonna spend money on anyway and just leveling that up a little bit for the stockings. Does that make sense? So before, because here's the thing, as a super frugal person, I have to think through what this means, all right? Technically, I am spending more stuffing stockings than I used to when I went to the dollar store or the dollar aisle or whatever and grabbed a bunch of junk. But even though I'm spending more money on the stuff for the stockings, it's stuff I would buy anyway. Okay, so money that's in the budget anyway, but leveled up a little bit. So I kind of look at that difference in price as being comparable to what I would have spent before. And I get the incredible added value of things not being automatic future clutter. Okay, all right, some other ideas: bubble bath, toothbrush. Get a little bit more fun toothbrush. I like to get my kids the battery powered toothbrushes for Christmas, okay? It's something, yes, they need a new toothbrush on a pretty regular basis anyway. This lets me get them something that they're gonna be more excited about, but it's still something that's gonna be useful. Hair stuff for girls, obviously for some people that's clutter, for other people it's exciting. So one of the things I would do for my daughter is go into the, aisle that has not just the normal stuff, but like some things to do cool hairstyles that maybe she's seen other people do or she's seen on the internet. I also like to do winter specific things: gloves, scarves, mittens, those types of things that you're gonna need anyway. And at least in Texas, it's just starting to get cold in December. So something like that I know that they're gonna need, that they're gonna use, that's not just junk. For myself, since honestly, I stuff my own stocking, I like to get some fun kitchen things, like if I need new wooden spoons or a new can opener or things like that. Obviously, again, different families have different opinions about this kind of stuff. And in some families, that would be, fighting words or items. But in our family, it's perfectly fine. So that's one of the things I do is I go to the kitchen aisle and I get some of the stuff that I've been wanting and put it in my own stocking so that I have stuff in there. SD cards, razors. My boys have actually told me they expect and assume that they're gonna get razors in their stocking. The first time they got razors, they were excited because it was like, wow, I'm a man now, right? But then it became an expected thing, which is great because it's something they need anyway, and it takes up a lot of good space in the stocking. Okay, these are just a few ideas to get you started. I would love to hear your ideas in the comments. Like, what is it that works well for you and your family? And I also just want to say, I know there are some people who will put really nice like jewelry and things like that in a stocking, and that's great. But I like personal credit for expensive gifts. Like, I like to watch someone open it and get to see their reaction and all that kind of stuff. And I don't necessarily get to do that with stockings, so I don't generally put exciting big gifts inside the stocking. Okay. All right, I hope that was helpful. Love to hear from you guys in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.